Hi you guys, my name is Sharon Scott. I am a Diamond Beachbody coach and the CEO of Motivation Fit Crew. And I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my story and how I got started with Beachbody and how it's ultimately changed my entire life. I started my journey in June of 2015. I had just got done having a birthday and I was in a really deep hole. I was depressed and angry and bitter, and I just was so unhappy in my life. My daughter had to have surgery on my birthday. My husband worked all day, and I just felt like that day was supposed to be all about me, and it was nothing about me at all. And it kind of hit like a wall where I was like, something's got to give, or I'm gonna go straight crazy. I had gained 30 pounds after I had my second daughter. I was miserable. I had so much depression and anxiety at the time, but I didn't really realize that's what it was. And then I saw a post on Facebook from my coach, and she was advertising for a challenge group. She was advertising for 21 Day Fix. So I looked into it a little bit, and it sounded too good to be true, to be honest, because I was looking for that kind of lifestyle, but I didn't know it existed. It took me a couple weeks to actually dive in. It was just kind of like one thing after another. Nothing was working in my life, and so I reached out and I ended up buying a challenge pack and starting the challenge. And it was one of the scariest and hardest things I've ever done. I was extremely obese. I was out of shape. I started my weight at 242 pounds at 5'3", and I hadn't worked out in like 10 years. So to say that I was terrified is an understatement. I didn't know physically how I was going to do it, and mentally it was even harder because I was so addicted to sugar and caffeine and eating junk. That was my coping mechanism. I would put my kids to sleep, and at night I would go and get my 44-ounce Diet Pepsi and the chocolate that I had hid in the drawer and a bag of potato chips, and that was like my downtime. And I had to give all that up, and that terrified me because in my brain, that was my sanity. And it was a complete addiction that was extremely hard to break. I stopped drinking soda cold turkey, and Shakeology is 100% the only reason that happened. I would have given in completely. And that was a true testimony to me that the product worked and that I needed to keep doing it. So after my first round, my coach had reached out to me a couple times and was like, hey, you should coach. This is awesome. You can get paid, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no. I still had 100 pounds to lose. I didn't want anything to do with it. I needed to focus on me and not on other people. So I actually told her that I looked more like a beached whale than a Beachbody coach, and it just wasn't for me. My tune changed after a few weeks, and I signed up to be a discount coach just to get the Shakeology discount. But they started inviting me a little bit into some of their trainings and things like that, and it didn't take me long to be completely 100% in, because Beachbody and their culture and what they stand for is exactly what I needed. I needed other people to count on me to keep myself accountable, and I attribute my success in my physical transformation and my mental transformation 100% to coaching, because if I hadn't, I would have quit. It wasn't until I had really, really good results until about November, and once the holidays came, I hit a super big plateau and I didn't lose anything. In fact, I gained a little bit of weight. And without coaching, I would have given up. I would have said, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is where I end, this is all I'm capable of, and it's not working anymore. Because it's hard and it's mentally draining on you. So being able to coach and be a part of somebody else's journey has been the most fulfilling thing in my life. I am part of a team of women who cheer me on and who support me and love me, and I can be my authentic self around them, and that is the greatest blessing for me. I came from feeling so alone and not having any friends to having this entire community of people who rally around each other and love each other for who we are. And I've never had more genuine friendships in my whole life. That to me is priceless. So the money side of coaching is great, but if I didn't get paid a dime, I would still coach because of not only the accountability that it gives to me, but also the friendships and the relationships that I've built. I can't even describe it um, adequately because I know how lonely and how miserable I was before. Um, Beachbody is not just about health and fitness products. It goes deeper than that. It goes deeper. Um, they want you to transform your life entirely, and they promote personal development and self growth, and by doing that and working on you continually and working on that mental mindset is 100%. you know it's why people succeed in this business. It's why it's such an amazing culture, because people are positive and happy and upbeat, and they're working to be their best selves. It's not a competition. It's not who looks the best, and you don't even have to have the best physical body. It is 100% about living your best you can. And to me, that is the greatest blessing for me. And it was an answer to my prayers. It was exactly what I needed. It's changed the history of my life, and it will change the history of your life. This isn't just lose some weight and you're done. This can literally change the course of your life, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. Every single thing that Beachbody stands for is something that I believe in, and I stand behind them because I know their mission, and I know that I know what it's done for myself, and that I've seen it do it for other people, and it's an amazing company, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. I'm so grateful that my coach was brave enough to ask me to coach, and that I took that leap of faith, because without it, I would not be the person I am today. My family wouldn't have, the example, and they wouldn't have made the changes either. My girls are everything, and they ultimately were part of the reason I did this. And now they ask for healthy food. They ask me to work out during the day, and that's so awesome that they're seeing me, and I'm teaching them to live happy and fulfilling healthy lives, and that is amazing. So hopefully Beachbody is something that makes your heart sing, and that is something you are passionate about. If it's not, find that something for you, because everyone deserves to live a happy and healthy, fulfilling life, and everyone deserves more, and we're all capable of it. So thank you for listening, and we will talk to you soon.